It's April 5th, 2026. It's a special day. First of all, it's a lovely day. It's a little bit warm. I'm wearing my coat, which was a mistake, but let it be the only mistake of today. And we are at the northern part of the walls of Jerusalem, or the old city of Jerusalem. It's Passover. It's Easter Sunday, and it's Palm Sunday. Oh, how can it be? Then let me explain it to you. It's Passover. That's why we are celebrating Easter, because Jesus came for Passover. He didn't came for Easter. We are celebrating the Holy Week. Then this is one thing. And just for the information, because I'm getting so many hated comment about why the Christians cannot enter to the church and the Jews can enter to any synagogue. Tomorrow, we're supposed to have a ceremony of 50,000 people at the Western Wall, and guess what? It's cancelled. You cannot enter to the Western Wall. Then Jews cannot enter to the holy sites, not to the Western Wall, not to King David tomb. Then I think I hope that you will understand it. And now we can see Damascus Gate, which is beautiful. It's one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem, built on top of ancient walls, and even victory triumph arch from 2nd century, from Adrian time. As you can see there, the people have been asked why you're entering into the city, mainly because it's not safe. Now they are checking each one of them. On Friday, it took me hours to enter the place. Then I hope that I will be able to enter the city, but now I'm walking outside the city through the Garden of Gethsemane. Then Easter Sunday, because for the Catholic and Protestant churches, it's Easter Sunday, Resurrection Day. For the Orthodox churches, it's on the beginning of the Holy Week. Today they were supposed to held the procession, and I was supposed to walk with them, but there's no procession, and there's no reason for me to make another video of the same thing. I already prepared a video of it, doing it by myself, because they canceled the procession. You must understand, it's not against the Jews, it's not against the Christians, and it's not against the Muslims. The Muslims cannot enter the Al-Aqsa Mosque. For the same reason, we are human beings, and we are being bombed by the Iranian regime every day. And missiles fell into the whole city. There's no way to escape. I don't know if you watch my the Good Friday procession that I made by myself, because they canceled the procession. At the 6th station, I had a siren. I had to find a place to hide, and there's no place to hide in the old city. There are no bomb shelters. Then in that case, they decided to save our life. And that's how you're supposed to look at it. If someone will enter, like the cardinal will enter to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which, if you ask me, he's supposed to do that. If something will happen to him, all of your friends will actually blame Israel. Actually, they will blame Israel anyhow. Then it's better to let people enter to their places. Now, I'm walking through the northern part of the wall, and I was supposed to visit today two, not one, Resurrection Easter Sunday procession or services. I'm not sure that you can hear now the bells but there are some bells. Now look at those. Those people, the first one are Ethiopian Christians, and for them it's Palm Sunday. Behind them there are the ultra-Orthodox Jews. It looks like they didn't let them enter from the Damascus gate, and they are trying to enter through a different gate. And you can see the Israeli guards, soldiers, who are here to protect us. But in front of you, it's the Garden Tomb, the second or the first option, whatever you will choose. Another option. There are two options of the resurrection. The tomb, you can see the trees there. Then it's there, behind the trees, but it's closed. I could watch the service via Zoom, but I couldn't enter into it. And if you will look at from here, you might see the two domes of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is the church from the 4th century. All right, where are you? Where are you, domes? I can see Jaffa Gate. Ah, here it is. You see now the two domes of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and you can understand that it's not so far away from each other. Then I'm usually saying, if you are visiting the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, you can visit the Garden Tomb as well. I mean, both places will give you the feeling of what's happened here at the Holy Week. King Solomon Quarry, Tzedakah's Cave, is one of the most beautiful quarries of the Old City, beneath the Old City. Beautiful place to visit. I do have videos of it, and if you're talking about that, I do have videos of almost everything here. I do have more than 22,000 videos, more than 22K videos on my YouTube channel. Then, first of all, you can find whatever you want there. You can always ask me and I will try to help you. Secondly, I will be more than happy if you will subscribe. I'm reaching soon 200,000 subs. And only then my daughter will actually agree to understand that I'm a YouTuber. Then help me with that. Over talking about that. I'm honoring that video to each one of you, but I'm honoring that video to a special person, Chad, who asked me a long time ago to prepare a video of it, but that was just before the war problems, and my mind was in something else. I already took a video for you, but I didn't send it because of shipping problems, no airplanes in Israel. Then I decided to take your cross and to surprise you with another video. I'm so sorry that I didn't send it yet, but I promise to do that soon, the minute we'll open the post offices. Now we are now in East Jerusalem. East Jerusalem was supposed to be that place, not the Old City. That was supposed to be part of Palestine, but it was occupied, colonized by the Jordanian. Then until 1967, that was Jordan. The Old City was supposed to be part of United Nations, not part of Palestine, the Arab Palestine, not part of the Israeli Palestine, Israel. Sadly, the Jordanian occupied future Palestine, and by that they destroyed the idea of an Arab state here. They just occupied the Old City as well. Then the Old City became to be part of Jordan until 1967. And in 1967, the Israelis came back And from that time, it's part of Israel, including East Jerusalem. Now there are 8 gates. The most beautiful one that you saw was Damascus Gate, and it's still the most beautiful one. I do videos about that gate, so many videos about it. Here I'm just, walking and talking. And you will see here another gate, Bab el-Zahra in Arabic, the Flowers Gate or Herod's Gate by the Christians and the Jews. Bab el-Zahra is because of the cemetery that you cannot see, but trust me, it's to your left side. And Herod's, mainly because the Antonia, the Praetorium, the place that according to the Catholic Jesus was judged by Pontius Pilate, the Arabs that they built, the Ottomans actually, that they built that church, believed that that was part of Herod's palace. And the flower gate is because there are flowers that decorated the gate. You can see the Israeli police. Look how beautiful is the gate, although the sun is in your eyes. And it's very easy to enter through there, but I'm heading anyhow to Garden of Gethsemane. I have a reason to go there, although the place will be closed. If we are talking about the northern part of the gate, you can see that it's lower, and I'm sure that you saw that it was based on the bedrock. Then that was the easiest place to enter the city, and that's where the Crusader entered the city and occupied it from the Muslims who've been there. On the way, they killed the Jews that've been there. They killed the Greek Orthodox that been there. Then from that moment, the Greek Church, the Greek Orthodox Church, or the Orthodox churches and the Catholic churches are not the best friends. At least not in Jerusalem, although they might say something else. In front of you, it's Mount of Olives. Mount of Olives is the place of resurrection, and soon, according to what we believe, Jesus will ascend it into heaven, but he promised to come back from the same place. That is the same for the Jewish Messiah, and the Muslims believe that Allah will build a bridge and people will cross it safely from Mount of Olives to Jerusalem. Now, Rockefeller Museum is a British museum that was built here, and now it's part of the Israeli Museum. But sadly, the rumors say that they are going to, or they already sold it to kind of hotel. It's going to be a very chic hotel. What will be, I don't know, but it is a very important museum. And I hope that it will be a museum, although the location of it is not the best location, but it's the same thing for an hotel. It's not the best place for an hotel. Then what will be, I don't know. You can see here the bedrock and the walls above it. And you can totally see that that was part of a hill. Then to keep that place from your enemies, it wasn't easy. At Damascus Gate, you could see a moat that used to be beneath the street. I believe if you will excavate here, you will find the same moat. at least from, if I remember correctly, from the 12th century Crusader time. The wall that you see here is only from 16th century. For the Americans, it's old. For us, it's totally not. If you want to have your own cross, it's not a problem. At the description, the text beneath that video, attached to it, if you will touch it, you will find more text about the tour that I'm doing, and you will find something else. You will find 2 more links, one of Buy Me a Coffee, the other one is of PayPal. If you want to support that channel, you're most welcome. You are the only income of mine, and whatever you feel, whatever you can, I will be happy. If you're talking about that, look at the like button. Next to it, there's a shape of heart. It's called Super Thanks. You can do that via YouTube. And the Buy Me a Coffee link, if you will touch it, you will see all the holy crosses, Bibles, mezuzahs that you can buy to yourself, and I will take a video of it and I will send you the cross or the Bible or whatever you will buy later on. Then in front of you now you can see the Mount of Olives. Mount Kapos, which is part of Mount of Olives, the Hebrew University. Right there you can see the Mormon University from Salt Lake City. And on top of the hill, you can see Augusta Victoria, which is an hospital, a Lutheran hospital, and now it's a Palestinian hospital. But between us and them, it's the Kidron Valley, the Josaphat Valley. What will happen if I will hear a siren now? I will be as close as I can to the one of the walls and as low as I can. For example, if something will be bombed here, right here, everything will go up. Then if you will be lower than that, you might survive. And if I uploaded that video, it means that I'm alive. I'm alive. Dee-la-lee-la-lee-la-lee-la. Do you know that song? I'm alive. I think that's the name of the song. If you know the name of this, if you know the group, write it down. To your left side, you can see the Muslim cemetery. To your right side, it's the wall from the 16th century, but soon you will see some evidence from the past. The wall is lower than that. And we will reach later on to the Lion's Gate. It will be guarded with so many people, so many soldiers, and I will ask them if later on I can enter to the city, or if they are going to do the same problems as they did to me last time, Friday. Then happy Easter Sunday, happy Palm Sunday, happy Passover. So many happy, except of it's a wartime. Look at the beautiful olive tree. Why it's hot. The idea of the coat was a mistake, but I cannot stop that video. It's not that technically I cannot do that. My mind actually tells me to continue. So quiet, isn't it? This is the Ayyubic fortress. It's it was built, as we believe, by Salah ad-Din, and the Crusaders actually occupied it as well. I mean, Salah ad-Din occupied it at 1187 from the Crusader, but the Crusader will be here too, but they built here so many towers, and you can see a little bit of it. But the same one who built it at 1212 decided to destroy it because he was afraid that the Crusaders will come again and they will see the walls and they will use it later on. Then he decided to to destroy the walls. Then you can see the destruction of that wall from his time, but it's not the end. Because we are reaching now the gate. As I believe it's a very sensitive area, because it's one of the main gates, main entrances to Al-Aqsa, and no one can enter to Al-Aqsa. There will be there a lot of police guys, policemen. Then in front of you can see now the gate itself. It's called the Lion's Gate because you will see lions on both sides of the places. I'm alive. I'm still with that song. Now I know that you cannot see it, but this is the ship gate. We are very close to Bet Hasda pools, and it was built in the 2nd century by Adrian, but later on the Christians use it as well, the Byzantines. Then remember that Bet Hasda pools supposed to be the ship pools mentioned in the Bible. Then the gate was somewhere here, next to the Lion's Gate. What we did, we started the tour actually here. We saw Damascus Gate, the garden tomb, Zechariah entrance, Herod's Gate. We've been here at the corner of the two walls. We saw Rockefeller, and we're now next to the Lion's Gate. Later on, we will continue to there, but let me ask them if I can enter later on. I asked them if I can enter. The answer was no. I asked them why that family can enter, and they say that if there are citizens of the city that will enter. Then again, although it makes me so sad that I cannot enter the city, I can understand why. And people who wrote me horrible comments about why and how, then they never felt what is a war time. And this is the problem. This is the difference between me and you. The minute you will understand what is happening with the missiles of the terrorists of Iran, the region, and Gaza and Lebanon, you might understand what the Israelis are feeling. I hope that you will never feel that thing ever. I know that Israel is to blame about everything. I know it's from day one, not from today. let's go back thousands of years. And as you can see, the Jews are still here, Israel is still here, and all the big nations are not. Then accepted idea that the Jews and the Israelis knows what to do in crisis time. It's not against me, it's not against the Muslims, it's not the Israeli Muslims, it's not against the Christians, Israelis, it's not against the Jewish people from Israel. I won't be able to enter, then I will make some videos around. Then we left the Lions Gate, and this is part of the procession of Palm Sunday in a way, but the other way around. We have to climb up to the city. My mind is always occupied by the idea, where should I enter from to the city? In front of you, you can see the eastern wall of the temple, built originally by King Herod, but been destroyed by the Romans, and then the Muslims built on top of it. Oh, it's so hot. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I will continue to walk around the walls of the city. Tadidim. But Mount of Olives, I know that the sun is in your eyes. The Ascension Church is right there. That is where Jesus will ascend into heaven in about 50 days. The church that you are going to see, that you can see downstairs, it's Garden of Gethsemane, which is closed as well. The church in front of you, I know that it's noisy, but I hope that you can hear me. It's St. Stephen Church. That's where St. Stephen was stoned, and that's where St. Paul, Shaul, used to be there. Another thing that you cannot see from here, it's at the valley, it's the tomb of Mary. I know that there are two tombs, one in Ephesus, Turkey, which for me, it doesn't matter if it's the true place or not, but according to the Armenians, according to so many of the Catholic, according to the Orthodox churches, that is the place. And that used to be a Catholic church until the 12th century. I want to cross it. I can cross it from here. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. In front of you, you can see the Armenian flag, but we are getting there. A little bit of wind, which makes me very happy. It was dusty for the last week, and you can hear me sniffing, but remember, I do have the asthma problem. And I used any pill that you could even think about, and still it happened, and I didn't want to stop their videos. It was so important for me to do that. Yes, I am crazy. No, I don't want to do that alone, but all of my friends, including my tour guide's friends, are afraid to do that because they know what can happen. And sadly, they are bombing. They're bombing holy sites. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre been destroyed, hit by the Iranian. Al-Aqsa Mosque, a Muslim place, was hit by the Iranian as well. Iranian regime. I have to understand that there is an Iranian regime which is for me the father of all terror groups. And the Iranian people that want to be free, to set free. And I'm for that. Let me just cross it.
This one Mary's too.
I know, but it's closed.
No, it's open.
Not that I see. He said that Mary's tomb is open. Then, in that case, let me continue. I thought that maybe it's a local and he can actually show me shortcuts, but as you can see, he didn't. Now, you can see the Golden Gate. Been there so many times. It's beautiful, and we believe that when Jesus will come again, he might enter through there. On top of it, you can see something gold to the left and above. That's the top of the Dome of the Rock, the site of the Jewish temple. I had an argument with a very good friend of mine that I'm sure that wanted to help me. That camera is old. And I want to use the new model of it. I asked you to help me with that because I have no income except of yours. And he started to argue, why should I buy the best one? Why not to buy the second best one? And he couldn't understand that although it looks like it's the same thing, it's totally not. And I felt like I'm begging. I don't want to beg. If you can help me to buy a new camera, I will be happy. That camera stops every 5 minutes because of no reason, because it's old. Then you don't need to do that. But if you're doing it, do it with love. Taking at least one video a day, uploading at least one video a day to YouTube. It's not easy for me. I'm doing it because I love doing it for you. Such a beautiful place, isn't it? Guys, it was a pleasure to be with you. Thank you very much, Chad, that you are patient. But I didn't forget you, and that's what I want you to understand. You are part of me, you are part of my family. I will send it the minute I will be able. Then thank you very much, and I hope that it wasn't too political. I wish that the war will end. I wish that we will be able to talk. I don't believe that we can talk. Then please help me to understand that I'm wrong. Thank you very much. And happy holidays, my friend. Bye-bye.